As we already know, AI is hands down the hottest industry this year, and NVIDIA has captured most of the spotlight, with NVIDIA stock seemingly climbing to new all-time highs every month. After dropping last month, NVIDIA is on the rise again. But could NVIDIA stock be about to hit a new all-time high this month? If you follow the stock, then you know just how much NVIDIA is growing as a company, and their CEO believes that they have a game-changing product that will prove to be the most successful product in history. Could NVIDIA still be a millionaire maker stock to buy now? In this video, I will try to explain what we can expect in the future, both in the short term and in the long term. Now we've got a lot to get through in this video, so I will try to keep this intro short. Before we get into the video, I want to thank everyone who reached out to me over the past few weeks. These are my first videos in over a month due to some unforeseen personal reasons, so thanks to everyone who has reached out. I am planning to make a few more videos now over the weekend, so stay tuned. As usual, if you find any value in this, it would be much appreciated if you could smash the like button. It literally costs you nothing, but it helps the channel out so much. I'm aiming to get 500 likes on this video. Help me achieve that goal. For anyone that's new, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on new content like this. I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice, so always do your own due diligence and try to answer the question later in this video. But for now, let's get straight into it. First of all, it's worth noting that the global AI market is expected to reach $1.81 trillion by 2030, and this is considered to be the revolution of the digital age. Tech giants such as Amazon, Google, Apple, Facebook, IBM, and Microsoft are investing heavily in AI research and development. But the truth is that one company stands head and shoulders above everybody else in the AI market, and that company is NVIDIA Corporation, ticker symbol NVDA. NVIDIA Corporation ranks among the world's leading microchip manufacturers and is best known for its contributions in the fields of graphics and gaming. Its chips and related software power the fastest, highest resolution graphics and are featured in a line of products that include solutions for all end market users. Along with gaming, NVIDIA microchips are used in visualization, data center AI, and autonomous vehicles, to name just a few. Now, although NVIDIA has become a household name over the past 2 years thanks to its insane growth of over 1,000% in less than 2 years, this is actually a mature company. NVIDIA was founded in 1993. The company was intended to focus on chips for the budding gaming and entertainment industry that was spawned by the rise of personal computer and the internet. At the time of its founding, there was less than 30 graphics-focused independent operators. But in 1999, the company would invent the GPU and change the world of computing forever. The GPU would not only enhance the graphic capabilities of a PC, but would lead to accelerated computing and AI as well. NVIDIA also held its IPO in this same year. Today, NVIDIA's business has evolved from a core gaming-oriented business to include graphics-oriented computing and networking solutions in the United States, Taiwan, China, and although gaming is still a pillar of the business, it is the company's developments in AI that have fueled its success and seen it become the largest company in the world in 2024. Looking at the investor's presentation, we can see the huge revenue growth and demand increases for NVIDIA products, and overall just how much this has increased over the past year. Across every segment of the company, data centers, gaming, professional visualization, and automotive. But then the company has also made some huge announcements over the past quarter, which I don't want to go into in too much detail right now, but I will look at these in better detail a little later in the video. So if you have not done so yet, help the channel out and hit the like button. I will also be looking at the charts later in the video, so stick around for that. Two massive reasons to buy NVIDIA stock before 2025. Now, NVIDIA stock has been very volatile over the past 5 months, with the stock experiencing wild swings going as high as $140, but also dropping below $100 on 2 occasions in August and September. Now, these are wild swings that should not be underestimated. It's crazy for a company valuation to lose and regain close to $1 trillion in valuation in a matter of days. To put this into perspective, Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway is one of the top 10 biggest companies in the world and has been growing for decades, now valued at approximately $1 trillion. When NVIDIA stock price swings like this, it is effectively wiping out a Berkshire Hathaway-sized portion of its valuation and then regaining it again all in a matter of a few weeks. This is crazy, but it won't be surprising to see NVIDIA stock regaining its growth and delivering another stellar year in 2025. So the first reason for this is a no-brainer. NVIDIA is expected to ship more AI chips next year. Analysts are expecting NVIDIA to witness a substantial increase in shipments of its AI graphics processing units in 2025. Market research firm TindForce believes that NVIDIA could witness a 55% increase in shipments of its AI GPUs next year, driven by the arrival of the company's next-generation Blackwell processors. They estimate that Blackwell will account for 80% of NVIDIA's AI GPU shipments next year, but NVIDIA's Hopper chips will also continue to remain solid throughout the year. Now, one major thing that's been holding NVIDIA back in recent months is that the demand far outweighs supply, which I will talk a bit more about in a moment. But Taiwan Semi is reportedly going to double its advanced packaging capability, which will allow them to manufacture more AI GPUs. TSMC expect an annual production growth rate of 60% through to 2026, while Allied Market Research estimates that sales of AI chips could increase at an annual rate of 38% through to 2032, generating $384 billion in annual revenue. NVIDIA is a dominant player in the AI chip market, with a market share that is estimated at up to 95%. So all of this places NVIDIA in a nice position to capitalize on the fast-growing demand for AI chips. Now let's be clear on one thing. NVIDIA may hold a huge majority of the market share because NVIDIA's chips are the fastest around, but they're also the most expensive. When speaking about the demand, CEO Jensen Huang has said that NVIDIA chips, due to their high performance, will save customers time and make workflows more efficient, which results in lower total cost of ownership over time. In the long run, NVIDIA's chips may represent the best bargain. So as I said a moment ago, NVIDIA has been held back by the ability to keep up with demand. Recently, Oracle co-founder Larry Ellison said that he and Tesla chief Elon Musk begged NVIDIA to sell them more chips. NVIDIA has struggled to meet the needs of these companies because demand for its chips has exceeded supply. But now, with TSMC increasing capacity in 2025 and the launch of Blackwell, NVIDIA might finally be able to supply that demand, and this could see revenues skyrocket over the next few years. To put this into perspective, just look at NVIDIA's revenue growth since the launch of Hopper 2 years ago. Quarterly revenues have increased about 400%, and the launch of Blackwell could see this growth continue. Accordingly, higher sales of AI GPUs should translate into solid growth for NVIDIA in the next fiscal year, while its pricing power in the market would lead to healthy growth in its bottom line as well. NVIDIA's revenue estimate for the current fiscal year is $125 billion, with an EPS estimate of $2.78, while NVIDIA's revenue estimates for the next fiscal year is $176 billion, with an EPS estimate of $3.92. That is an expected revenue increase of over 40% and EPS increase of over 41%. If you want to see me do a full NVIDIA financial analysis and earnings prediction, then leave a comment below and let me know that you want to see this. My recent predictions for both SoFi Technologies and Palantir have been spot on, where I have correctly called revenue, EPS, and growth for both companies. If you want to see these predictions, then check out these videos after you watch this one. Like this video and leave a comment if you would like to see an NVIDIA earnings prediction video. I will also be looking at the charts later in this video, so stick around for that. But what do analysts expect from NVIDIA? Looking at MarketBeat, we can see that NVIDIA has a high forecast of $200 and a low forecast of just $65, with 39 buy recommendations and 0 sell. The most recent price targets have been set in the past few weeks, range between $150 and $175, which is about 30% upside from the current price. But is NVIDIA valuation too high already? Some might point out that NVIDIA is richly valued right now with a trailing PE of 63, which is higher than nearly double the Nasdaq 100 index average earnings multiple of 32. But at the same time, NVIDIA has been able to justify its valuation with outstanding growth. In fact, NVIDIA's earning multiple is currently lower than its 5-year average PE of 72. Also, NVIDIA's price earnings to growth ratio, or the PEG ratio, is just 0.14, meaning that the stock is very much undervalued considering the growth that is forecasted to deliver. The PEG ratio is a valuation metric that takes into account the potential earnings growth that a company could deliver. A reading of less than 1 means that a stock could be undervalued. That is why now would be a good time for investors to load up on NVIDIA stock before the potential jump in sales of the company's AI chips in 2025, potentially sending it soaring. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang from saying that NVIDIA's Blackwell could be the most successful product in history. Now that is a huge claim, but for a CEO who has led a company to over 300,000% gains since its IPO, I think he knows what he's talking about. Analysts have called NVIDIA's upcoming Blackwell system the most ambitious project in Silicon Valley, and Jensen Huang highlighted that Blackwell is set to be adopted by every major cloud service provider, service maker, and leading AI companies, including Amazon, Google, Meta, Microsoft, OpenAI, and Tesla. What I feel the most impressive aspect for NVIDIA is its tight grip on the data center GPU market. It had an estimated 98% market share in 2023, and even though this will shrink this year as viable competition comes online, demand will continue to outstrip supply. Now, looking at TradingView, we can see that NVIDIA stock is still very clearly in an upward trend. The stock has been moving in this channel for the past year, and despite dipping last month, NVIDIA stock is still moving within the parameters of this trend. What is important is that NVIDIA continues to trend upwards, consistently setting new higher highs and higher lows, which validate the trend is intact. We can see that clearly here, and we can also see a very healthy RSI and a very bullish pattern has been forming in recent weeks. Now I'm expecting that NVIDIA stock could easily keep moving upwards until earnings at the very least. So let me know what you think about this. Are you bullish on NVIDIA stock, or do you think that NVIDIA has gone as high as it can go? There's always a lot of talk on social media about NVIDIA stock, but always do your own due diligence. Remember that I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice, so always do that research. But if you enjoyed this analysis, then please like and subscribe. I hope you make a load of money on this stock. Follow me on Twitter and I'll catch you in the next video.